As a pharmacist with over 3 decades of healthcare experience, I'm often asked about emergent therapies that fall outside traditional pharmaceutical approaches. Today, we're going to have an educational conversation about stem cells, what they are, how they work in your body, and why more people are exploring alternative therapy options, including medical tourism. This isn't a sales pitch. It's about giving you knowledge so you can make informed decisions about your health journey. Let's start with the basics. Your body contains trillions of cells, but stem cells are unique. Think of them as your body's master building blocks. They're the only cells that can make endless copies of themselves and transform into different specialized cell types. If your body were a building, stem cells would be the foundation and the construction crew combined. According to current research from institutions like the Cleveland Clinic and NIH, stem cells serve 2 critical functions in your body. First, they built you during development. Second, they continue to maintain and repair your organs and tissues throughout your life. They are essentially your body's internal repair system, constantly working to replace cells lost through normal wear and tear, injury, or disease. There are 3 main categories of stem cells that researchers and clinicians work with, and understanding these differences is important. First, we have embryonic stem cells, also called pluripotent stem cells. These are the cells created when sperm meets egg, and they have the remarkable ability to become any of the more than 200 different cell types in your body. These are primarily used in research settings. The second, adult stem cells exist in your body right now. These are found in specific tissues like bone marrow, fat tissue, and various organs. They're more specialized than embryonic stem cells. For example, the stem cells in your bone marrow maintain your blood cells and immune system, while mesenchymal stem cells help take care of your bone, cartilage, muscle, and fat tissues. Throughout your life, these adult stem cells activate when your body needs repair or maintenance. The third type is induced pluripotent stem cells, or iPSCs. These are laboratory-created stem cells where scientists take adult cells and essentially reprogram them to act like embryonic stem cells. This technology has opened up new research possibilities while avoiding some ethical concerns. So how do these stem cells actually help? Your body is remarkably intelligent. When tissues are damaged or cells die, stem cells in that area can activate, divide, and differentiate, meaning they transform into the specific type of cells needed for repair. This is a natural process happening in your body every day. Research published in recent medical journals suggests that stem cells work through several mechanisms. They can directly replace damaged cells, but they also release factors that reduce inflammation, promote healing, and even signal other cells to participate in the repair process. Think of them as both construction workers and project managers for your body's healing processes. Currently, the only stem cell therapies that have been extensively proven through clinical trials are the hematopoietic stem cell transplants, commonly known as bone marrow transplants, used to treat blood cancers like leukemia and certain blood disorders. This is established medical practice with decades of research behind it. Now here's where it gets interesting. Researchers worldwide are investigating stem cell applications for numerous other conditions. We're talking about studies exploring potential benefits for osteoarthritis, sports injuries, cardiovascular disease, neurological conditions like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, autoimmune disorders, spinal cord injuries, and more. It's important to understand, and I can't stress this enough, that most of these applications are still in the research and clinical trial phases. The science is promising, but we're in an era of exploration. Medical researchers believe stem cells have significant potential, but we're still learning exactly how, when, and for which conditions they work best. This brings us to an important topic, medical tourism for stem cell therapy, because FDA approval processes in the United States are rigorous and time-consuming. Many stem cell therapies that show promise in research aren't yet available for general clinical use here. And this has led to what's called stem cell tourism, people traveling to other countries to access these treatments. Countries like Mexico, Colombia, Dominican Republic, Panama, Costa Rica, Thailand, and Several European nations have become popular destinations. Some offer treatments at a fraction of US cost, while others provide access to protocols still in investigational stages domestically. Now, as a healthcare professional, I need to be completely transparent with you about this landscape. It's a mixed bag. There are absolutely legitimate, high-quality clinics internationally that operate under strict safety protocols and ethical guidelines, but there are also clinics making exaggerated claims without proper oversight. If you're considering exploring stem cell therapy, whether domestically or internationally, here are the critical questions you need to ask. I'm going to put a comprehensive checklist in the description below, but let me hit the highlights. First, verify credentials. Look for clinics with proper accreditation from recognized medical bodies, not just local business license. The physicians should be board certified with specific training in regenerative medicine. Second, understand the cell source and type. Will they use your own cells, autologous or donor cells, allogeneic? What tissue are they derived from? How are they processed? Reputable clinics will clearly explain their entire protocol. Third, look for transparency. Good clinics openly discuss both potential benefits and risks. They will provide realistic expectations, not miracle cure promises. They should have documented protocols and ideally published research or clinical data supporting their approach. Fourth, ensure proper quality control. The laboratory should meet international standards. Look for GMP certification or equivalent. Cells should be tested for contamination and viability. Fifth, confirm comprehensive care. Quality providers offer thorough initial consultations, detailed informed consent, and follow-up care plans. If a clinic tries to rush you or pressure you, that's a red flag. I've compiled a detailed resource guide with specific questions to ask and red flags to watch for. Check the description below for that complete list. Here's what I want you to understand as both a pharmacist and someone who believes in empowering patients with information. Stem cell therapy is not magic, it's biology. For some conditions and some patients, these therapies may offer meaningful benefits. For others, results may be modest or negligible. The research is genuinely exciting. Studies are showing that when properly administered, certain therapies can reduce inflammation, promote tissue repair, and improve quality of life for specific conditions. But we're also seeing that results vary significantly based on the condition being treated, the patient's overall health, the type and source of stem cells used, and how they're administered. Costs for international stem cell therapy typically range from $6,000 up to $100,000, not including travel expenses. That's a significant investment, and insurance does not cover it. So you need to approach this as an informed consumer, weighing potential benefits against cost and risk. My goal today wasn't to sell you on stem cell therapy or convince you to travel abroad for treatment. It was simply to educate you about what stem cells are, how they work, and what the current landscape looks like for those exploring alternative therapy options. For those of you who want to explore this further, I've vetted a clinic that checks all the boxes we talked about: proper credentials, transparency, quality standards. I put the company information in the description below along with the other resources. The field of regenerative medicine is evolving rapidly. What seems experimental today may become standard practice tomorrow. Just as many treatments we consider routine now were once cutting-edge research. If you're dealing with a chronic condition and conventional approaches haven't provided the relief you're seeking, stem cell therapy might be worth exploring. But do it with your eyes wide open. Research thoroughly, ask tough questions, and make sure any clinic you consider meets high safety and ethical standards. I've put together additional resources in the description below, including a detailed questionnaire for evaluating clinics, information on reputable medical tourism destinations, and links to current research. I've also included information about how we at NuLifeSpan approach supporting your body's natural healing processes through scientifically backed nutritional support. Remember, you are your own best health advocate. The more you understand about your options, the better decisions you can make for your unique situation. If you found this information helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more evidence-based health education. Drop your questions in the comments. I read them all, and your questions often inspire future videos. Until next time, this is JD from NuLifeSpan, reminding you that knowledge is the best foundation for any health decision.